And straight off the bat, we've got the latest developments coming in from the big Nataka simmering in Karnataka. The poaching games from the Congress and the BJP are continuing non-stop. And here's the latest. BJP President Amit Shah will be meeting the BJP's Karnataka chief Yediyurappa very shortly amidst the threat of BJP MLAs being poached by the ruling Congress. Yediyurappa is likely to leave for Bengaluru very shortly. This even as India Today has learned that 100 of the BJP's 104 MLAs are still cooped up in the Gurugram hotel on the outskirts of Delhi and are likely to stay there for the next 2 days at least. A call on their longer stay will be taken only after the meeting between Amit Shah and Yediyurappa. So over 100 of the BJP's MLAs are not in Karnataka but in a 7-star deluxe luxury resort on the outskirts of Delhi. Meanwhile, protests are continuing outside the BJP office in Bengaluru, while JDS workers are protesting in Hubli. Well, the Karnataka power play continues to play out non-stop. It's been one bit of breaking news after another. It's the political potboiler before 2019. A day after two independent MLAs pulled out of the Congress-JDS alliance in Karnataka, the ruling Congress is holding a crisis huddle just like the BJP. The party will count its herd on Friday after 4 MLAs got closeted in a Mumbai hotel last week and were reportedly contacted by the BJP. Meanwhile, the Youth Congress activists are staging a protest in Bengaluru and have even burnt the picture of Karnataka BJP President B.S. Yediyurappa. The Congress member maintains that all 118 MLAs of the coalition government, that is the Congress and the JDS, are intact despite alleged poaching attempts by the BJP. On Tuesday, 2 independent MLAs camping at a hotel in Mumbai pulled out of the government and vowed their support to the BJP. However, Chief Minister Kumaraswamy claims that his government is stable.
My number is actually sufficient number is there with me. Why I have to operate with BJP MLAs?
Everything is okay now, sir.
Yeah, everything is under control, don't worry.
बीजेपी सरकार, मोदी जी की सरकार एमएलएस को तोड़-फोड़ के सरकार बनाने की कोशिश कर रही है। एमएलएस को डराना, धमकाना और इनकम टैक्स का डर बताना, एनफोर्समेंट डायरेक्टर का डर बताना और जितने भी संस्थाएं उनके पास है, चाहे वो सीबीआई हो, सीवीसी हो, ऐसे संस्थाओं का डर बता के लोगों को अपने कब्जे में लाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं।
Today, sir, are you fine?
There is no problem at all.
Sir, but then why are the series of meetings going on since yesterday, sir?
No.
Sir, no
See,
rest copy for you, sir.
But see, preparation is going on for the parliament election.
The Congress party, the Janata Dal government in Karnataka is stable, will be stable. Just my BJP friends are trying to create a chaos. Nothing to worry about all those MLAs. They are in touch with us, except 1 or 2. All are in touch with us. Not even a single MLA is going to resign. We never expected that BJP will, after losing the states, will go to this level.
Why should they take those MLAs and keep them far away from Bangalore, about 3,000 kilometers? Why? If they are so much confident, forget the Congress. I am not bothered about JDS. Our 38 MLAs are so strong and there is no question. Even the Congress MLAs are so strong. There are only 3 MLAs independent or something like that. That is an issue to be overblown in the whole country? And why a national party headed by Modi, the Prime Minister of this country with 282, the mandate he has got in 2014? Why? Should they take them to keep under lock and key? Have they no confidence in their own MLAs?
Not even one MLA is going. But what the BJP has done, that is what we should question today in the country. The country, BJP has answered this country today. Is this the kind of politics they want to do? Using every corrupt way to destabilize the government. That is what should be questioned.
So on the 18th, you have called a CLP. How confident are you that all of them will attend, sir?
Do you see any lack of confidence on me yesterday or day before yesterday? And why you are asking the question again and again? These are all the creation by some section of media.
So all the MLAs who are away on maybe on a personal meeting, like you said,
they come onwards. You are creating this government is going to fall. This government is going to fall. I am very much confident that nothing is going to happen. You can see.
Also, on the 18th, all of them will be here. All your 80 MLAs.
All Congress MLAs should be here.
To hide their own failings, to hide their own failures and shortcomings, they've been targeting the BJP. And in fact trying to lure some MLAs of the BJP by giving them certain offers. The BJP is intact and JDS coalition is on the verge of a collapse.
Well, this story is really moving so rapidly. There are developments every few minutes. So I want to play out for you the top developments that are happening at this time so you stay completely abreast of this rapidly developing story. Since the morning, the Congress and the JDS have held a series of meetings trying to keep their flock together. Those meetings are continuing even now. A very angry Congress MLA, Ramesh Jarkiholi and Mahesh Kumathalli, have been spotted inside that Mumbai hotel along with the other Congress MLAs. The Congress has called for a head count of its MLAs on Friday in Bengaluru. So don't believe that brave face. The Congress is also quite worried. The Congress is alleging that the BJP is using central agencies to trap and entice its MLAs. Despite the resort drama, the Karnataka Chief Minister claims that there is no reason to worry, as you just heard him, and that all 118 MLAs of the coalition government are actually intact. So let's see what the assembly actually looks like right now, because it's very important to get a sense of the numbers. The total strength of the Karnataka Assembly is 225 seats. In May 2018, the Congress, after the election, had won 80 seats. The JDS had 37 seats. Independents were 2 seats and others. The BJP had 104 seats. Now, the seats needed by the BJP to form a government are actually 9 seats. January 2019, if you cut to now, Congress has 80 seats. Same thing, JDS has 37 seats. The BJP has 106 seats because the 2 independents have withdrawn from the government. R. Shankar and the other guy have pledged their support to the BJP. The BJP now needs 7 more MLAs to actually form the government. So that's where things actually stand at this point of time. I want to go across now to our reporters who've been tracking this rapidly developing stories from 3 centers. It's a triangular political story, ladies and gentlemen, from Bengaluru, Manesar on the outskirts of the national capital, as well as Mumbai. I want to first go to Tanushri because, you know, she's got the maximum MLAs with her right in that building right behind her. Tanushri, what's going on? Because, you know, the BJP says we've got nothing to worry about. We are confident about our MLAs. But, you know, that 7-star deluxe resort behind you, Tanushri, tells a little bit of a different story.
Absolutely, Shiv. In fact, you know, both the fractions are saying that we have absolutely nothing to worry. We are confident that none of our men are going to cross over into another party. But then what's the reason that so many high power meetings are going on from the Congress's side? What's the point of actually booking such a plush hotel? You know, this is ITC Grand Bharat, is one of the plush hotels in Delhi NCR, and they are actually paying rupees 31,000 for per room per night. That's the tariff. So if we even do the calculation, it's 50 lakh per day, Shiv. So just imagine that who is actually paying for this such an hefty amount. Now, if I talk about the latest piece of information, Shiv, which we are getting, is that Mr. Yadurappa and V. Somanna are going to leave for Bangalore after meeting Amit Shah, because one of the most prominent Lingayats here, who is Mr. Shivakumar Swami, he's a 111-year-old seer from Siddaganga Mutt. He's in very extremely serious condition, and for that, Mr. Yadurappa Yediyurappa and V. Somanna, they have to rush to Bangalore. Now, as you know, and also what we are learning that future course of action will be decided. But for now, all the MLAs, all the 100 MLAs have been asked to stay put here, have been asked to camp here for another 24 hours. So this is the latest piece of information we are getting. But as much as they say that they are not worried, we definitely, you know, I can tell you that there is a sense of fear which is still looming on both the sides. But for now, what we know is that 100 MLAs are inside this ITC Grand Bharat Hotel, and 4 MLAs who are missing. They are very senior leadership and they are not going to cross over side, is what we have been confirmed by the MLAs and also Mr. Yediyurappa.
Very interesting. So, so Yediyurappa is going to head back to Karnataka after that meeting with Amit Shah. Mayuresh, what about the Congress MLAs who are in that hotel in Mumbai? You know, we know about Ramesh Jarkiholi. He's been angry for a very long time. What about the others? What are the numbers telling you right now?
Shiv, no one is talking about the exact numbers, but today in the morning we spotted 2 MLAs, the pictures which we are showing right now.
Yeah.
I just wanted to tell our viewers again that in the morning there was some drama took place between the Congress MLAs and the BJP unit who is handling all the operations over here. They're looking after everything, including the stay and the security. That these Congress MLAs were asked not to come out of their rooms due to security reasons and because there is a good number of media presence in the lobby. So they were asked and their movement got restricted. So after that, the Congress MLAs protested, saying that you cannot do that, you cannot stop us from going downstairs. But after that they were allowed, and in that moment only we got these 2 pictures which we got it for our viewers. So certainly after that there is no movement we have seen. Even the security inside the hotel, especially in the lobby, has been increased. And just Shiv wanted to tell you that the security is now identifying all the media persons and they are tracking their each and every movement.
Okay, so the security is tracking each and every movement. Journalists, I mean, the security know what all the journalists look like. Mayuresh, you're a well-known face, so I'm sure they have you tracked as well. We'll keep coming back to the 3 of you, but I want to get a question in from Nolan as well before I go to my guest. Nolan, the big picture is where things are going to be really important. Only a few months left for the elections. There are several different scenarios that could possibly play out in Karnataka. But you've got your ear to the ground. How is it going to play? I mean, the simple question most people will be asking is there a possibility that the government could actually fall? Could the BJP come to power? Could there be president's rule? All are possibilities right now. What is the likelihood of any of these things happening?
Shiv, this is what most of the people actually are talking about over here, because we have actually spoken to a lot of people, not just politicians, but also people on the ground. And people say that most probably the coalition government should last at least till after the Lok Sabha polls. Now the Congress and the JDS just cannot go effort to go their separate ways, not now, because this is the need of the hour. This is according to them, and that's one of the reasons why they came together to keep the BJP away. Now we have seen how each of them are actually pulling different strings in opposite direction. But for the Lok Sabha polls, no matter what Mr. H.C. Devagowda had asked for 12 seats, the Congress is not willing to do that. They will somehow sort that out. But the problem as of now is this: while the BJP MLAs over there, your Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy is extremely confident that nothing will happen to his government. In fact, throughout the day, they've said that all those MLAs that have been spoken about in the media have actually come back. They also paraded them. They said that they actually came to the Kumara Krupa guest house. So they said, you said this person has gone there, he's right over here. So all those actually dropped to hardly about 2 to 3, and they believe that it'll just be about 2 of them who are the actual rebels. The rest.
Okay, so 2 are rebels and the rest are going to be managed. That is a word that we've been hearing a lot during this Nataka and Karnataka. Thank you very much, Tanushri, Mayuresh and Nolan. We'll keep coming back to you. I'm sure we will very soon, because this is a story that's developing with every passing minute. Joining me live now for the big political face-off from Karnataka, we have GB Atri of the Congress party and Vivek Reddy of the BJP. Vivek, I want to kick things off with you. You know, all the BJP leaders, Vivek, are expressing a lot of strength, a lot of, confidence that there is no vulnerability, that there is no possibility of anyone being poached. But that kind of looks a little silly, considering that 100 of your MLAs are sitting in that Manesar 7-star deluxe resort, Vivek. Why are you scared about the vulnerability of your MLAs?
Well, I think, Shiv, it all started off with the rebellion in the Congress. So once the rebellion started and the people within the Congress, several MLAs within the Congress said that they made attempts to break away from the coalition and are still making attempts to break away from the coalition. That's when the coalition itself, the Congress and the JDS leaders started looking at the BJP to make up those numbers. So we still don't know the exact extent of this rebellion, the numbers that are now in question, and the methodologies of the coalition to make up these numbers.
Okay.
So therefore we were forced, because an open threat was laid, Shiv, saying that look here, we have 5 BJP MLAs with us. So therefore the BJP was constrained to keep them in protection to ensure that they are not poached by the Congress or the coalition.
Okay.
Now the biggest task for the coalition, again, we have always been maintaining, the biggest task for the coalition is to set its house in order. If it is unable to set its house in order, let it not make up those numbers from the BJP.
Okay, so I want to ask Wing Commander Atri in that case. Wing Commander Atri, you know, the charges of, you know, potential poaching are firing from both sides right now. Leaving that part of it aside, the Congress also has expressed a great amount of confidence, saying not a single MLA will resign, etc., etc. In that case, Wing Commander Atri, why is the Congress feeling compelled to do a head count on Friday of all the MLAs? Is the Congress also somewhat vulnerable? Are you also scared that some poaching can actually happen, especially since these 2 independent MLAs have already withdrawn support and this could lead to more?
Not at all, Shiv. You yourself have stated in your story, when Karnataka is drought hit, these BJP MLAs are enjoying luxury in the most luxurious hotel in Haryana. Remember, cheetah don't changes its spots. BJP is so desperate to grab power by hook or crook. They are any kind of loose thing, they would try to do it, and they have put all their MLAs as prisoners in Gurgaon, which is very far away from Karnataka, at a time when they were supposed to work hand in hand with the farmers and taking the government schemes to those farmers and helping them and be with them in the times of distress. They are enjoying a luxury over there. And it's hilarious to hear the BJP spokesperson saying the reason they are put up in a 7-star luxury is because of JDS and Congress coalition. What can be more hilarious than this for the country, my young man?
Okay.
You know, surprisingly, why we are having a head count is to see that everybody is available here when we talk about the coalition government and preparation for the next election of 2019, which is not very far from us. But you heard Mr. Siddaramaiah telling very clearly, you heard Mr. Gundu telling very clearly, you had the press conference of Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge.
But I want
Congress
to know,
is putting its best foot forward for the 2019 election.
But
that is why we are calling all these MLAs
expressed by all of these honorable leaders, Wing Commander Atri, doesn't sit with the vulnerabilities that I can sense in the Congress as well.
We will iron out them, we will ease all the problem and find solutions.
That's easier said than done.
You tell me, if we have a difference between our coalition partner, why should BJP come into the picture?
No, that's a fair question, which is why I want to ask the BJP. Let me ask the question now. Let me ask the question now. Vivek Reddy, what is the game plan for the BJP? Vivek, the 2 scenarios. One second, Wing Commander Atri, hold on.
Tomorrow, let me tell you that also.
Wing Commander Atri, just hold on. Vivek Reddy, what is the ultimate game plan, Vivek? Forget about the allegation coming from the Congress about breaking a faction away from the Congress. My question to you, Vivek, is what is the BJP's game plan? I mean, ultimately, 2019 Lok Sabha elections is the next big political event. What is the BJP hoping to do? Is it hoping to get enough numbers to form the government? Or is it hoping for president's rule going into Karnataka? There is one section of the media that believes that the BJP is hoping for president's rule.
No, Shiv. Shiv, this has to go at 2 stages. First of all, whether the internal division will cause a disruption of the coalition, will cause a divide in the coalition so as to bring down the government, so that the floor test that ensues in such a case of rebellion will go against the coalition. This is the first stage.
Okay.
And the next stage is the others, whether the BJP has the numbers to form the government and other issues. So therefore, what is in focus today is whether this coalition can pass the test of the floor. That is the only question today. whether due to its internal division, it has lost the majority or the battle on the floor of the House. This is the only question today, and that is what is going to be tested in the next few days.
No, it's a fair question.
Strategy within that.
Wing Commander Atri, it's a fair question. The integrity of the government is in question right now. It's a fair question to ask because, see, ultimately, you know, all of the senior leaders who have been speaking, you know, all respected leaders, I'm sure, but ultimately, they are never going to wash their dirty linen in public. You had somebody as with the seniority of a D.K. Shivakumar come out recently in a very unusual manner and reveal the internal strife within the Congress party in Karnataka. Having said that, aren't these vulnerabilities and these, you know, the tensions that are there within the coalition in Karnataka a reality that the Congress is trying to brush under the carpet?
Not at all. If there are any tensions between the two partners, they will be resolved amicably. That is why there is a coordination committee and the meetings are going on. All top leaders are sitting and discussing. Discussion is the basis of resolving any kind of, you know, the difficulties or differences between the two parties.
Resignations.
And that is exactly the democratic way, and Congress is going about the same. But let me tell you, Shiv, there is no question of any floor test. There is no confidence motion against this government. There is nobody. That means BJP is already thinking that they will do poaching and try to bring in a floor test. What is this illusory kind of floor test and all this? This is tamasha. As you rightly said, they are trying to do Nataka. If I remember in 2008 also, when Mr. Yediyurappa had gone on a Gaurava Ratha Yatra, when he was not given the 20 months rule as per condition with Mr. H.D. Kumaraswamy, someone rang him up in Tumkur, said, no, Mr. Kumaraswamy changed his mind, you come back. He came back even on a rumor. That is exactly happening today. If you see Umesh Jadhav, one of our MLAs, has very categorically stated today in Kalburgi, when there were certain people who are demonstrating against his house, Congress workers, that everybody is worried because they are supposed to ultimately accountable to the people of their own
which is why
very, very mature people. They are the members of Legislative Assembly. We are not kept anybody in captivity like BJP has done. Thousands of kilometers away.
I'm sure all MLAs are very responsible people, but at times like these, nobody can be trusted. Nobody can be trusted. Enticements can happen from either side. I want to ask a question. No, I want to ask a very simple question. Vivek, you can respond to that. But I want to ask the BJP, you know, since you are the single largest party after this election, and I was there, I met the both of you also. I covered this election earlier last year. I want to ask Vivek, as the single largest party, you're already talking about floor test and confidence vote in the Vidhan Sabha, etc. Does that mean, as Wing Commander Atri is asking, and I also have that query, and the people of Karnataka will also want to know, Vivek, if you are talking about confidence vote and floor test, etc., that must mean that you have some kind of game plan as far as getting some MLAs on board.
No, it's very simple, Shiv. Two independents have withdrawn their support. So the government is reduced to 118 from 120. Now the question is, there is a rebellion. Mr. Atre may deny it, but there is a rebellion. And that rebellion is going on in Mumbai since the past 3 or 4 days. And more, the rebellion, whether the rebellion has gained steam or whether it has lost its strength. This is the only question. If the rebellion has enough numbers, then the house is going to collapse by itself. Why is Mr. Atre going into some illusory world of BJP doing something? Can't he see now that the rebellion itself, they are unable to control the rebellion. But it's up to them to set their house in order. If they are unable to do it, don't let Mr. Atre not talk about 5-star hotels. Mr. Kumaraswamy as Chief Minister of Karnataka, despite drought shift, from the time you left Karnataka, from the time he became Chief Minister, every day he's been staying in Taj West End Hotel. And that's a very costly hotel. It's perhaps a 10-star hotel. And he's staying there every day. What 7-star? What the righteousness has he got? What conscience has Mr. Atre got to talk about resorts?
No, I'm sure. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. 7-star lifestyle is a bipartisan issue in this country when it comes to our politicians. So I'm never going to make it a BJP Congress issue. But Wing Commander Atri, you know, the people of Karnataka, you know, let's be fair about one thing. You know, the people of Karnataka are not fools. Neither are they, you know, disoriented about what's going on in our political system. Elections happened only a few months ago. We saw the painful birthing process of this coalition coming together. My simple question is, are you honestly trying to tell the people of Karnataka that the series of dissenting voices and tensions that have been there in this difficult coalition have not come to a head right now? What is happening right now is definitely a manifestation of those tensions, and the Congress cannot afford to have these tensions right before the Lok Sabha election. D.K. Shivakumar coming out and voicing his concerns is a very big crisis issue for you, sir.
No, I agree with you. See, our whole emphasis is to make sure the people of Karnataka get good governance and a stable government for the next 5 years for the term which they've been given. Secondly, it is very, very critical for people to understand in any Maitri government, in any alliance government, there will be differences as aspiration levels are quite high. So those aspiration levels are today being addressed. Those who are disgruntled elements who have got certain aspirations not fulfilled are also being brought on board, and things are being worked out in a very amicable and a democratic manner and in a constitutional manner. An opposition party which claims it's the single most party should go and work as a constructive opposition and work in the respective places and take away all the government schemes and give it to the people. Then only they will be doing the work. Today just sitting in the sea, one individual going to a hotel and 104 MLAs. Who has priced this cost? Who paid for all this cost at Delhi? Somebody should come out and explain.
What I can say now is
Income tax department should ask. Who is paying all this money?
I'm out of time on this discussion, Vivek, but I just want to say,
Mr. Rathre, who paid for the chief minister?
It's a very relevant question.
Who paid for the chief minister?
It's a very relevant question if you remember.
Who is paying for the chief minister?
MLAs, MLCs were hosted here.
Please answer
IT
this.
raid took place.
Mr.
Today we also
please
demand
answer.
the same thing.
For 7 months he has stayed in a Western hotel.
Should be questioned.
7
very
months.
Important. Okay,
please tell us where
please
he
hold
stayed.
on. When you spoke,
Who
I kept
paid for
quiet.
him?
Learn some etiquettes of debate. Just quiet. When somebody else is speaking, don't interject.
No,
Your
no,
time will
answer
come,
where? Who paid for Kumar Swamy?
Relax.
Who
I don't
paid
need
for
your
Kumar
answer.
Swamy
I'm
for
not
7
coming
months?
to answer you.
Okay,
we are
okay.
here to
No,
answer
tell
the
me,
people
Mr.
of
Rathre, who
Karnataka
paid for him?
We are
Before
trying
you
to,
ask us,
we are
first
trying
answer,
to
you
answer
answer.
people of Karnataka.
First
this
you
government
answer.
is going to give you
And what sort
the
of a
best
circus
government.
government
Okay,
are you
gentlemen, I'm out of time.
Everything meant for the poor, farmers and labor class and others.
I just want to say,
government every day
will be addressed, and we are going to tell them, as you rightly asked me, a stable government which will live.
Okay, I'm out of time. Thank you very much, Wing Commander Atri and Vivek Reddy. Thank you very much. I just want to say that the BJP chief has had talks with Yediyurappa. Yediyurappa will be heading back to Karnataka right now. We're going to have to see what happens. BJP State President Mr. Yediyurappa said they have no plans of poaching anyone from the Congress, but this is a T20 match before the big one in 2019. We're calling it Nataka and Karnataka, and we're not sorry for those choice of words.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.